Hi, I'm going to demonstrate for you how to properly position a resident on their side. For this skill, your resident will start in the bed with the head of their bed raised. The pass-fail steps are that you raise the side rail for the opposite side that you're working on, opposite the side of what you're working on, and also that you check for good body alignment in your resident when you have properly positioned them. The supplies that you'll need for this skill are 3 pillows. Your resident will already have a pillow under their head. You need 3 additional pillows for this skill. The examiner will tell you prior to starting which side to place the resident or to position the resident on. So examiner, which side am I going to position my resident?
Right side.
So I'm going to position her on the right side. So at this point, I'm going to wash my hands, introduce myself, and close the curtain and gather my supplies. So, knock, knock. Hi, Angela. My name is Carla. I'm going to be your nursing assistant today, and I'm here to position you on your side, if that's okay. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to wash my hands. I'm going to close the curtain for her privacy, and then gather my supplies. My supplies are 3 additional pillows. Since I'll be placing Angela on her right side, I'm going to position the pillows so that I can work behind. So I'm going to position her towards her right side, so I want my pillows to be actually on her left side. At this point, my first step is going to be to raise the side rail on the opposite side that I will be turning her. So I'm going to raise her side rail. I'm going to raise the bed up to a comfortable working height. And I'm going to lower her head. Anytime we're turning a resident in the bed, we want to make sure that the head of their bed is lowered. I can either, before I turn her, remove the pillow from underneath her head, or I can just push it up to the top. So at this point, I'm going to lower her head. How are you today?
Good.
Good. Remove her pillow. So she's in the center of the bed. I want to position her to the side of the bed so that she has room to turn to her right side. So with my palms up, I'm going to move her body into 3 parts. Underneath her shoulders, I'm gently going to move her top. I'm going to go underneath her hips and slide her middle towards me, and then her lower extremities towards me as well. We want to encourage the resident's independence, so if she's able to turn herself, I'm going to ask her to turn to her right side. At this point, I want to make sure that her face is not obstructed at all, and the side rails gives her plenty of room. I want to take one of the pillows and fold it in half, place it long ways behind her back so that when she lies backwards, it keeps her positioned appropriately. We always want to make sure that our resident remains covered, but just so that you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to remove the covers from my actor, but I would keep her covered. I'm going to place the second pillow long ways between her knees and her ankles, and my objective is so that there are no bony prominences pressing against each other. So I'm going to lift up her leg, placing the pillow between her knees and her ankles, and she's going to be slightly bent here. My third pillow is going to go underneath her arm so that her elbow is not resting against her side and her wrist is supported. At this point, I'm going to replace the pillow underneath her head, and I'm going to step to the foot of the bed and make sure that she's in good alignment, that she's in good body alignment. I want to make sure that there's no pressure on her bony prominences, so I'm going to adjust her shoulder to make sure that there's no pressure there. Are you comfortable? Okay. So at this point, I can raise the head of her bed up. Raise your head up. Is that comfortable? Mm-hmm. I'm going to lower the height of the bed. I'm going to make sure that she has her call light in her hand so that if she needs me, she can reach me. So here's your call light. Feel free to let me know if you need anything. I'm going to lower the side rails. I'm going to open her privacy curtain and wash my hands.